What is the punishment for the picture makers? The picture makers, those who make pictures, those who draw pictures, the one who takes the brush and the paint and he draws, or the one who takes the hammer and the chisel, you know, the sculpture, okay, and he makes images. So what is the punishment? What is the ruling in Sharia about that? So what's the punishment for the picture makers? In Islam, to make any object of any living being, human beings, animals, birds, it is haram. It is haram. It is a sin. So drawings, the sculpture, making images, making 3Ds objects of any living being is haram. If you have this talent of artistry, you are an artist. You can draw natural things in Islam. I know a brother who's an artist, but he doesn't draw any picture of any living being. And he has his, mashallah, many galleries, exhibitions, and people, they come and they like his drawings. So you can draw natural scenes, seas, rivers, forests, mountains. You can draw when the sun sets, that beautiful scene. It's okay. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu narrated that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, قال الله تعالى ومن أظلم ممن ذهب يخلق كخلقي فليخلق ذرة أو ليخلق حبة أو ليخلق شعيرة. Al-Bukhari. Allah said, who would be more unjust than the one who tries to create the like of my creatures? Let them create an ant, darra, or let them create a grain, or let them create a barley corn. Bukhari and Muslim. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell those picture makers, you try to imitate my creation. Okay, give life now. Give life. You know, some of these images, you think they are replica of you. Some they make them of wax. If you stand next to this image, you can hardly find the difference. So the only thing missing is the spirit. So Allah will tell them, breathe the spirit now.
Them his messengers.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه ومن اتبع هداه إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu narrated that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, قال الله تعالى ومن أظلم ممن ذهب يخلق كخلقي فليخلق ذرة أو ليخلق حبة أو ليخلق شعيرة. Al-Bukhari. Allah said, who would be more unjust than the one who tries to create the like of my creatures? Let them create an ant, darra, or let them create a grain, or let them create a barley corn. Bukhari and Muslim. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell those picture makers, you try to imitate my creation. Okay, give life now. Give life. You know, some of these images, you think they are replica of you. Some they make them of wax. If you stand next to this image, you can hardly find the difference. So the only thing missing is the spirit. So Allah will tell them, breathe the spirit now. So Allah is saying, who's more unjust than the one who tries to create the like of my creatures? Let them create an ant, darra. Can you create an ant? Or let them create a grain, habba. Can you create the grain? Or let them create a barley, corn. You cannot. They also report from Aisha radiallahu anha that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, أشد الناس عذابا يوم القيامة الذين يضاهئون بخلق الله. The people who will receive the severest punishment on the day of resurrection will be those who try to make the like of Allah's creation. This is in Bukhari. Those who will receive the severest punishment. Why? Because they were trying to imitate the creation of and emulate the creation of Allah. The creation of Allah. Also reported by them, Bukhari and Muslim, from Ibn Abbas, that he said, I heard Allah's Messenger ﷺ saying, كل مصور في النار يجعل له بكل صورة صورها نفس يعذب بها في جهنم. All the picture makers would be in the fire of hell. A soul will be breathed in every picture prepared by him, and it shall punish him in the hellfire. So all the pictures that you made, Allah will put souls and spirits, and you will be punished by the pictures that you made. So all these pictures that you drew, Allah will. You drew a lion, give life to the lion, and this lion is punishing you in the hellfire. So by every picture, and if some say, how they will be in the hellfire, don't worry about how. It's none of your business. If the Creator wants that living being to be in the hellfire and not to die, and just to punish you, it's not difficult for Him. So every picture that you made, Allah will give it a spirit to punish you with that picture, what you have drawn. In another, additionally narrated from Ibn Abbas in a marfu hadith, he said, من صور صورة في الدنيا كلف أن ينفخ فيها الروح وليس بنافخ. Whoever makes a picture in this world will be charged with putting a soul life in it, and he will never be able to do it. So whoever makes a picture in this world will be asked on the day of resurrection. Allah will ask him, will be asked to put the soul into it. Go, show me now. You try to emulate my creation? Okay, put the soul into it now. No one can do that. In another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ also mentioned that on the day of resurrection, there will be a head. Head will come out and emerge out of the hellfire, and this head will be talking and saying, I am commanded to devour and eat every picture maker. This is what will happen on that day. Also, Muslim reports from Abu al-Hajjaj al-Asadi that Ali radiallahu anhu said to him, ألا أبعثك على ما بعثني عليه رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ألا تدع صورة إلا طمستها ولا قبرا مشرفا إلا سويته. This hadith in Sahih Muslim. That the Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu, when he sent Abu al-Hajjaj al-Asadi, he told him, should I not debut you on a mission on which I was sent by Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, deface all the pictures which you come across and demolish all the high graves to the level of earth. So here Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu is telling this man, I'm going to send you on a mission, because that's what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked me to do. He sent me to deface any picture. Any picture, we deface it. We remove the face, the features of the face, or cut the head. If, for instance, there is a statue, you can remove the head. Then it will become okay, fine. So you remove the head or deface it. And that's exactly what the Prophet ﷺ did. When he entered the Kaaba on the year of the conquest, he found pictures on the drawn on the wall of the Kaaba. So he was washing them, wiping them out. And also when Aisha, remember Aisha radiallahu anha, the Prophet ﷺ was away, so she bought a curtain. And that curtain has pictures. So the Prophet ﷺ, when he came, he did not enter the house. He stood at the door. He said, "What is this?" He said, "There's a curtain." He said, "No, cut it." And they cut it into pieces. And they made cushions or pillows out of that. And the scholars, they deduce that if the picture of the animal is on something humiliated, something we step over it, like the carpet, okay, or underwears, things like that, it is makruh. For instance now, you don't know, you didn't know about the ruling about these things, and you have some blankets, they have tigers drawn, and or children clothes, they have some pictures. So if these things are underwears and stuff like that, you can carry on using them until they are used. Or if you have a carpet that has these people walk on it, though it has pictures, inshallah, you can carry on using it until it has become a rag, and then you can throw it away. But now, from now on, every Muslim and Muslimah, when we are buying things, we have to check. We have to check. They don't have pictures. They don't have pictures. Because if there is a picture in the house, the angels of mercy, they don't enter. Malaikat al-Rahmah, the angels of mercy, they don't enter any house that has pictures. That's why you cannot hang pictures on the wall. You cannot hang them. If you have some photographs in album, that is different, but not on the wall. Okay? Don't say this is the picture of the wedding day, I and my bridegroom, the bride, no. So to deface the pictures, all the pictures,